Despite the government's pledge to crack down on big business, the IRS has cut back on the time it spends auditing Fortune 500 companies in the past few years. Instead, it's now going after the little guy. So what do you do if you find yourself targeted by the IRS? Did you know you can actually fight back and maybe even win? Joining us with his expert advice is Richard Boggs, founder and CEO of Nationwide Tax Relief. Richard, you sent us a couple of tips. What's the first thing you do if you find out you've been audited?
Well, the first thing you do is you don't procrastinate. People stick their head in the sand, not realizing the IRS owns the beach. And we tell all of our clients to get on it. We actually had a client hire us recently who waited till the IRS knocked on his front door. He had a heart attack, and his wife hired us from the emergency room. Tax debt carries so much stress in America that you want to get on it.
Well, in fact, you mentioned don't panic, don't procrastinate. And that's important because if you go ahead and wait and wait and wait, you're really racking up interest and penalties at a very, very high rate, right?
The most expensive thing you could ever do when it comes to a tax problem is to put it off. But you also don't want to panic. Our second tip is don't panic. Many people throw their hands up. They throw the total bill back at the IRS. You don't want to pay the IRS one dime more than you have to, and the IRS, albeit rarely, they can make mistakes. So you also don't want to panic.
Rich, what about talking to a pro? Does it pay to talk to a pro, or should I just try and do this myself?
We recommend not to be not for a shameless plug, but we recommend hiring a tax professional. I've got 7 tax attorneys here at Nationwide, and negotiating with the IRS is a complicated process. Right now, they're offering leniency to people who can't pay their taxes, and it's still very, very tricky waters to wade through. And having someone on your side fighting for your rights, advocating for you, you're always going to ensure the best results.
Rich, we're running out of time, but real quickly, you can actually negotiate what you owe the IRS?
Back taxes are negotiable in certain cases, and the IRS right now is offering unprecedented leniency for people that have a tax bill and they legitimately can't pay it.
All right. Rich Boggs, founder and CEO of Nationwide Tax Relief. Thanks for joining us.
Happy Tax Day. Thanks for having me on.
Happy Tax Day, you too. All right.